Hello everybody, welcome back to Buzzard-Roost. I am Buzzard, and this is Seed Sunday. This week's seed is Rutgers tomatoes. This used to be the #1 tomato in the United States until mechanized farming and stuff like that. The research I've done on it is saying that these are determinate and indeterminate. It can be both, which I don't know how you get both. Seems like you'd be one or the other. But a lot of seeds in a 1 ounce pack. So let's get to it. Rutgers tomatoes start 6 weeks before last frost. Sow 1/2 inch deep, well drained soil. Requires warm soil, 65 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Prefers fertile clay and loam soils. Produces the highest yield. Needs 8 hours of direct sun. Spacing 12 to 24 inches for determinate, 14 to 20 inches for indeterminate. Sounds about close enough to the same to me. Avoid planting near brassica family. Also corn, potatoes, and fennel herb. Needs 1 inch of rain per week or water, watering. Avoid excessive nitrogen. Excessive nitrogen will cause it to be a real pretty plant that don't produce much fruit, if any. Now, one thing I was told by an old farmer or old man that had a really big garden, he said that whenever the tomato plants are like that, where they're big, bushy, and green, but not producing fruit, to take a broom out there and beat them. And the reason he was telling me that is because I said one year I had some really beautiful tomato plants, but they weren't producing. And he told me that. And I figured, hey, what would it hurt? So I went home, literally got the broom, went out there and beat them. And guess what? They started producing fruit like crazy. To save seed, squeeze seed from tomatoes. Place in a container, add water. Set to the side, allow mold to form on top of water, which it really stinks. They're really nasty smelling when you let them ferment like that. Add water and stir as needed. Good seeds will sink to the bottom. After 3 to 5 days, spread on a glass plate, or a ceramic plate would be good. And allowed to dry. Can take up to 12 days. Store in a labeled envelope. Viable for 5 to 10 years. Now, one thing I heard about our nutritional value for 1 cup, I think it's 1 cup, is like 3 grams of carb, 1 gram of fiber, potassium, A and C. It's really not a real nutritious vegetable, but who doesn't like a good tomato sandwich? And you can also use it to make your spaghetti sauce, and just eating right off the vine is a real good way. And that's all I got wrote down on this. So that'll do it for this week's Seed Sunday. Remember, only dead fish follow the flow of the stream. Don't be a dead fish. This is Buzzard. See ya.